Yeah, my wonderful people, greetings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy new day, happy new week, and happy Monday. It shall be well with all of us. Anyway, my wonderful people, the U.S. government once again have vindicated all the Biafrans, both home and abroad. In fact, this message one of the here now is coming from the office of the United States of America. What did they call them? I've forgotten. Anyway, I'll remember that later as we proceed, because I don't want to waste much of your time in frivolities. I just want to go straight to the point, and I just want to hit the nail on the head. U.S. government, they don't come out and say the APC supporters, including the government, including the presidency, attacked and prevented Biafrans, which is the Igbos in Lagos State, and the non-party members from voting during Lagos government poll in the presence of police personnel. So what did they do? They did not do anything. Instead, they accused the Igbos of trying to take over Lagos. I never see when Igbo people say that they want to take over Lagos State. Igbos have their region, they have their states, and they are also agitating for the independence of Biafra. So Lagos is not part of Biafra. So why will Igbos have such thoughts in their mind? It is never done. Oh, this one is just a political languages that they use to divide the gullible against their own people, where they're supposed to march together and fight against the people that is oppressing them. Rather, they even side the oppressors to fight against the poor masses, which they are. Anyway, my wonderful people, if you are saying here we go take a start our news. And we'll have another development, another issue where we are going to treat this morning. It is the issue of, and I still remember one soldier who came out one day and said he came out from Sambisa Forest to go back to his village just to see his family, but his pay back home, which means his salary and even allowance, is not up to his transport fare of going and coming back. He's taking 50,000 naira back home, while his transportation going and coming back will cost him 70,000. The guy came out, lamented, and said, "I'm going back to the bush." The old people know that this guy have been in underground cell where they are keeping Boko Haram. That is where they keep this young man for complete good 2 months. You see, that is the problem we have in this zoo called Nigeria. Nobody speak out. When you speak out, they will turn against you. The powers that be. That is the issue. Underground cell that they made for Boko Harams. Look at the guy who is fighting. Tomorrow, if you retire this guy now, or maybe in one way or the other now, he decided to leave that establishment, what do you think that will happen? He will turn to be another heavy terror in. Why can't you just punish him and maybe one thing or the other than putting him? A lot of people have been going through this nonsense. That is a country that say they want to succeed. I doubt that. Anyway, my people, I beg, when you get this message, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. The bottom line, and the headline is the Biafrans and Igbos have been vindicated once again. In fact, we are going back home, whether they like it or not. The report mentioned that several observers who were present during the election opined that the result of the polls largely reflected the wills of the voters, despite voters' intimidation and suppression in some parts of the country. The United States government has analyzed how supporters of Nigeria's ruling party, the All Poverty Congress (APC), attacked and prevented supporters of opposition parties, particularly Igbo people, from exercising their voting rights during the Lagos State governorship election in March 18 of 2023. In a report titled 2023 Country Reports on Human Rights Practices, Nigeria, the United States Department of State noted that the recent 2023 general election in the most populous African country was characterized by irregularities and violent incidents. The report mentioned that several observers who were present during the election opined that the result of the polls largely reflected the wills of the voters, despite voters' intimidation and suppression in some parts of the country. It says abuses or irregularities in recent election or national elections were widely reported to have reflected the will of voters, despite technical and logistical difficulties and some irregularities that mounted. Many independent observers assess the result of the presidential, legislative, and state-level elections during the year reflected the will of the voters, despite reports of voter suppression and vote buying, campaigning at poll stations, lack of ballot secrecy, violence, and intimidation. During the 18th March state election in Lagos, all Poverty Congress supporters reportedly intimidated and suppressed the Igbo-dominated areas which Labour Party presidential candidate and ethnically Igbo Peter Obi won in the February 25th national election. Viral videos on social media showed APC supporters in Ojo threatening to attack ethnic Igbo voters, presumed to be pro-Obi. In Etiosa, APC supporters also attacked journalists and, in some cases, shut down voting and prevented non-Yoruba voters from accessing the polls. They similarly destroyed property and physically blocked voters in Amowo Odofin, according to the vote videos posted on social media. Police officers were present but failed to respond to attacks. There was no evidence that alleged perpetrators were arrested or persecuted, it added. The soldier was on February arrested after a video of him lamenting how he spent 1 year in the bush in Borno, was given a pass to visit his family but could not go because of his 50,000 naira salary went viral. The Nigerian soldier stationed in Maiduguri, Borno State, who expressed his frustration at being unable to visit his family due to the transparent fare, had remained in detention for months, not even 2 months. Sahara reporters learned this thing during the weekend. The soldier was on February arrested after the video lamenting, and according to the information in the video, he said he was told at the motor park that the transport fare to his own town was 35,000 naira, meaning that the trip would cost him 70,000 naira to and fro. Speaking in pidgin English, the soldier has said, "See wahala, the Nigerian army gave me a pass. As I spent 1 year in Maiduguri today, they gave me a pass to go and see my family. As I left the bush, I reached the park and the transporters told me that from there to my town is 35,000 naira. I calculated it and going and coming back is 70,000, while 50,000 is my salary. That was I was paid for this month. I didn't have any option again. I am going back to the bush," according to the video when we watched it. Weeks after his arrest, Sahara reporter reported how he was moved to the Military Special Investigation Bureau underground cell in Abuja. The SIB underground cell is meant for Boko Haram terrorists in the nation's capital. This very soldier who complained about the current situation and the transport fare from Maiduguri to go and see his parents and relatives have been moved to an underground cell in Abuja, a source told Sahara reporters station. His family members don't even have access to him again. We were told that the chief of army staff asked the theater commander to take the soldier either Abuja or Lagos for interrogation, but he was later taken to SIB underground cell in Abuja, where Boko Harams are being kept, the people that he was fighting, so that they put him there for them to kill him, right? Wahala, a country that will succeed. That is the reason why many young youths do not want to go into this nonsense called serving our fatherland. If I may ask again, what was his offense? Someone complained about his salary. He is a human being like every other person. We are asking every international human rights activist to help this soldier. Another soldier has added, SIB underground cell in Abuja is same place the army authorities kept Boko Haram suspects. We want international human rights organization to be involved. If not, this innocent boy will suffer a lot. Our salaries are not longer a secret. Private soldiers like him receive 50,000 naira as monthly payment. That's not even up to how much is 50,000 safe? 50,000 naira is not up to $50 for a soldier who is risking their life at the forefront. Why the monkeys who make law that they don't abide to is the one that is scattering away the fortunes of the commonwealth of the masses. Even the present chief of defense staff said it before the Senate and House of Reps. So I don't see the reason taking this soldier to SIB underground Abuja for interrogation. We are just serving the nation, but most of us are not happy with the bad system on ground right now. If you check the military, most of these complaints are about the army, not the navy or air force. Our army generals don't want the truth. Meanwhile, the real truth is out. Speaking to Sahara reporters on Thursday, a military source said that the soldier has been kept in detention since his arrest to ensure media silence over his matter. You see? To ensure media silence over his matter. The army authorities are still detaining the soldier from Northeast who failed to travel due to the high cost of transportation. The soldier is still in detention over here in Abuja. He is at the SIB of the military police for nothing's sake, simply because he voiced out the truth. Anyway, my wonderful people, now here we go start this Monday morning. I beg, make una continue sharing, liking, commenting, and make sure that keep subscribing to this channel because more of these videos will come in your way. Remember, my name never change. I still remain Amandia Nez, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. I'll be right back. Kemesiano.